Architecture is not simply the art of building walls. It is the brutal science of engineering human behavior. We look at grand cities and see progress, but what if I told you that the greatest architectural achievement in human history was designed to break your mind? Welcome to shadow structures. Imagine a prison, not a dirty dungeon with iron bars and brutal guards, but a clean, silent, meticulously mathematical nightmare. A place where the prisoner is not chained to a wall, but chained to his own paranoia. In 1791, a philosopher named Jeremy Bentham conceived a design so horrifyingly effective it didn't just contain the body, it devoured the soul. He called it the Panopticon. To understand the Panopticon, you must visualize its geometry. Imagine a massive circular concrete building. Hundreds of individual cells line the outer ring, stacked high into the darkness. Each cell has two windows. One faces the outside, letting the cold light in. The other faces the exact center of the building. In that center stands a single towering watchtower. The genius of this design is in the shadows. The watchtower is entirely opaque, built with dark glass and complex blinds. The prisoner in his brightly lit cell is totally exposed. He is seen at all times, but he can never see into the tower. He can never know if a guard is standing there, looking directly at him, or if the tower is completely empty. This is where physical architecture transforms into psychological warfare. In a normal prison, a man disobeys when the guard looks away, but in the Panopticon, the guard never looks away, because the guard is everywhere and nowhere. The prisoner, gripped by the constant terror of the unseen eyes, begins to monitor himself. He stops acting out, he stops whispering, he stops thinking of escape. The physical chains are no longer necessary. Bentham realized a terrifying truth. If you make a man believe he is always being watched, he will eventually become his own warden. The architect does not need to use violence. The architecture itself applies the violence directly to the subconscious mind. The original Panopticon was deemed too inhumane to be fully built in its pure form, but the blueprint did not die. It evolved. Look around you. You are not sitting in a circular concrete cell, but you are carrying a tracking device in your pocket. There are cameras on the streets, algorithms tracking your every search, microphones listening to your every conversation. You do not know who is watching the data or when they are watching it, but you know the tower is there. The elite did not abandon Bentham's terrifying design. They simply removed the concrete walls and replaced them with digital ones. The Panopticon wasn't a failure. It was a prototype. And today, we are all inmates. The architecture of fear is all around us. You just need to know where to look. Enter the archives. Subscribe to Shadow Structures.